Most ICT traders will tell you don't use indicators, and technically they're not wrong. The way most people use indicators is completely wrong. They rely on them, they chase signals, and they trade blindly. But here's the truth. When indicators are used properly, they don't replace your strategy, they just enhance your executions. And in this video, I'm going to show you the only indicators that I actually use. As someone who trades ICT concepts every day, not to predict the market, but to give me more clarity, structure, and give me better decision making. What's going on, guys? It's Mark, and if you guys are new here, I mainly focus on prop firm trading, ICT concepts, and helping traders become consistent. Now, before we get into the indicators, if you're new to trading or you're trying to get into trading, the prop firm that I personally use for futures is Legacy Funded Futures. If you want to trade with the prop firm and get access to a lot of capital without risking a lot of your own capital, and if you guys want to support my channel and also get a discount when you're buying your Legacy Funded Futures account, use code MARK. That's what I personally use, and it's one of the easiest ways to get started. Now let's get into the indicators. Now let's clear something up first. I don't use indicators to tell me when to buy, when to sell, and when to exit my position. Everything that I do is still based on liquidity, structure, fair value gaps, and time. The indicators that I use are simply there to help me see things more clearly, remove the human error, and speed up decision making. Because when you're trading these fast markets, clarity matters. The first indicator and one of the most important indicators is the higher time frame candle indicator. This is probably my favorite one. It's an indicator that shows you a large higher time frame candle to the right of your screen. So even if you're on the 1 minute time frame, you're still going to be able to see what the daily candle is actually doing and how it looks. Now let me slow this down because this is where it actually gets powerful. A lot of traders get lost on the lower time frames. They zoom in too much and then they lose context. But when you could always see the daily candle, you always understand if we're bullish or bearish on the day. Are we trading inside of the range, and are we expanding? And that alone can filter out so many bad trades. Now this gets even better. You can change this daily candle indicator into the 4-hour candle. So if you're trading the 4-hour candle range, you can also identify what the 4-hour candle is doing, how it looks like, whether you're inside of the wick, whether you're inside of the body, and whether it's expanding or consolidating. And if you guys understand ICT concepts, you know the importance of trading from the wick and not chasing the body. So when I see that 4-hour candle forming, I can visually understand where the highs and lows are at, where I want to get in, and where I should avoid even entering the trade. And this becomes extremely powerful when combined with lower time frame execution. The next one is the ICT kill zones indicator, and this one is simple, but it's also extremely important. It shows you exactly when each session is active, because timing is everything. Let me say that again. Timing is everything. You can have the best setup in the world, but if it happens at the wrong time, it's going to fail. So this indicator highlights the Asia session, the London session, and the New York session. And this will visually show you where the market is most active. Now here's the key. I'm not trying to trade all day. I'm focused on specific windows, because that's when liquidity enters, moves happen, and setups that actually follow through occur. Without this, a lot of traders just end up forcing trades at the wrong time, and they end up sitting through a consolidation. And that's where most traders actually fail. Now, a quick side note, if you guys have been watching my most recent videos, I'm doing a $200 to $20,000 live account challenge. That means with real money. We are already at $400. So we've already doubled the account in the span of 3 weeks. And the reason why I'm doing that is to show people what's possible with real money. So if you want to follow along with that, or open your own live account and do the same, check out the broker I use. It's going to be linked in the description, and you guys can send me a message if you're interested in joining the $200 to $20,000 live account challenge. Now the next indicator is quite interesting, because as an ICT trader, you'd think identifying order blocks is easy, but the reality is sometimes we overcomplicate it, or we just overlook the best ones. So I use an indicator that highlights only the high probability order blocks, and if I don't see them occur, I simply don't use them. And here's the key. I don't pay attention to every single order block that it forms. I only pay attention to these two key factors: the ones that form a fair value gap and the ones that lead to displacement or an expansion, because that tells me there's real intent behind the move and not just random price action. Let me slow this down because this is very important. The indicator doesn't replace my analysis. It just helps me quickly identify areas that are worth paying attention to, and whether they align with my narrative or not. That's where I come into play and figure out if it aligns with my higher time frame bias, then I know what I should be looking at. I apply my own model on top of them. So instead of scanning endlessly trying to identify what a high probability order block is, I can just focus on the quality. Now this last one, I don't use it anymore, but it was very helpful when I was starting off. This one had a really big impact on me, and it was simply a watermark indicator, and it just lets you display text on your screen at all times. Now why is this important? Because trading is psychological, and sometimes you just need reminders. I used to have words on my screen like discipline, patience, and freedom, because at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. It's not about making money, but it's about becoming the kind of person who can handle it. So if you look at all these indicators together, they all serve one purpose: clarity. Not prediction, not signals, clarity. They help you see the higher time frame context, trade at the right time, identify key areas, and stay mentally focused. But at the end of the day, the actual edge still just becomes you. And if you want help putting all of this together, not just indicators, but strategy, execution, and consistency, you can apply to work with me one-on-one. Inside my mentorship, I work with traders one-on-one. We focus on building a real model, passing prop firm evaluations, getting funded, scaling to your first payout, and depositing into a live account and working on a live account payout. The final goal for each and every single one of my students is helping them reach a $10,000 a month from trading. And if you're serious about getting there, the link is also going to be in the description, so be sure to click that link and apply for me or one of my team members to reach out to you after your application. If this video gave you a different perspective on indicators, like the video, subscribe if you're serious, and comment clarity if you want me to send you a PDF, and comment clarity if that's what you're working towards. I'll see you guys in the next one.